I mentioned bucking the trend in South Africa, up 0.9%. And if you just had to look at some of the performances today, Harmony was up 6.3%. So the gold mine is doing quite well. Goldfields up almost 4%. AngloGold Ashanti up 3.5% today. So clearly driven by those gold stocks.
Yes, Eleni, the performance today was from the golds. The gold stocks getting a boost from a surge in the gold price. We've seen the gold price go through $1,400 an ounce. And this is based on the back of just increasing tensions in the Middle East and North Africa. Protests in Libya and Bahrain getting pretty violent.
Why do you think we're bucking the trend so extensively today when you see the FTSE and the DAX and the CAC 40 in France, they're coming under pressure, and especially those oil majors in that region that have exposure to the Middle East are coming under pressure? Why do you think we're seeing such a difference in sentiment?
Eleni, I think last week was a tough week for the markets. We saw the market come down almost 2%. So I think we're seeing a bit of a recovery, a bit of a bounce back today. But most of that bounce back is coming from basically the gold stocks and the retailers. Retailers on the back of good corporate earnings and good retail sales numbers last week as well.
Of course, Truworths is up almost 2% on the back of their earnings update. Let's quickly take a look at construction. Wilson Bailey Homes posting a 19% drop in first half year profits. Again, slowdown in the environment after the World Cup. Any chance you'd be looking at construction as an investment opportunity now that the PEs are looking relatively low?
Not amazing results from WBO, although compared to the rest of the companies, they seem to have brought out better results. WBO specifically are looking a little positive for the year. They've gotten a contract which gives them 22 more thousand kilometers of national roads to maintain. So things are looking a little better for them relative to the other companies. Although in terms of the sector, I definitely think there's value to be offered there, but not for a short-term trade. You'd have to be looking at them for a longer-term view. To unlock some of that value.
Richard, let's just touch on the likes of Truworths, and we were talking about it a little earlier. Given the fact that we have seen Truworths and the other retailers enjoying gains on the share price fronts, and it seems that the earnings are coming through quite strongly as well, a question that I also posed to Janine: do you think that there's more room to move to the upside, or do you think the trend that most investors were talking about at the beginning of the year, that we could see some rotation out of retailers into other sectors?
I still think that the retailing sector is offering value in certain stocks. Truworths, even though their numbers were good, I think Truworths is fully valued around these levels. We'd be looking at Foschini and Mr. Price as other alternatives rather than Truworths. But yeah, so that's what we pick in the retail sector.